Hey there, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Hey there, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Hello. Mic check, 1, 2. Hello. Test 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2. Hello. Trying to get rid of the echo. Test 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2. Trying to get rid of the echo. Test 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2. Trying to get rid of the echo. Hello. Hello. Okay, well, it looks like we got rid of the echo, which is good news. We'll just keep on rolling. Okay, well, it looks like we got rid of the echo, which is good news. Just keep on rolling. Mm. Still working on audio. Still working on audio. And we are live. And hello, everyone. Looks like we're getting a little bit of a challenge today. Bitcoin did make it up, if you can see on the screen. We made it up to almost 41,000. And technically, you could call this a double top. Shit. There we go. Like. How to get the chat. Now I've got the chat up here. Looks like we're all good. So we're going to roll with this and go from there. So we are live streaming. Hello, everyone. This is Danny Jack coming to you live on YouTube. Very first live stream. Checking everything out. Testing the tires, kicking the wheels. And what we are looking at here is Bitcoin, BTC, USD. And I'm currently in TradingView. This is my chart of choice. And I would recommend anyone to use this particular tool. You can get the free version, or you can get the Pro. I'm using the Pro, which allows you to do several more things. You get more indicators, you get more charts that you can put up at one time. And then you also have the ability to customize your list you see over here on the right of my screen. So let's first have a look at the BTC USD shorts. Look at this. So at 1900 UTC5, you can figure out it's basically 7:05 at the moment, Central Time in the US. As you can tell, I'm in the South. I'm in South Texas, in South Padre Island. And you can see the shorts went balls deep into getting short on BTC. So what you're usually looking at here at this point in time, in this time period, is the Asian market is waking up, and they have a lot more availability of shorts. Should say they have a lot more availability of brokerages that promote a lot of short selling. And they do this with a ton of leverage, which means basically you can do 10, 15, 20, up to 50x, which is insane amount of leverage. So basically what that means, if you're just learning, that gives you the ability to, you borrow the shares from the brokerage, you pay a, for lack of better words, a rental fee, because you don't own the shares, you borrow them with the option to sell them ideally when the ticker goes down, when the price goes down. And so what they're doing is they're saying, okay, if we're going to reward you with 15, 20, up to 50 times the normal difference in the price, if you're right. So it's a tremendous gamble, and quite a few people, and a lot of times they will, they can use their Bitcoin as collateral if they're shorting other coins. But most of the time, they're borrowing. So, but they have a lot more availability overseas than we do here in the United States. And this is something very typical that we see. So what I'm using in TradingView here is the BTC USD SHO, which is an indicator that shows the amount of shorts getting into this ticker. So you can see straight up enormous candle. There's no volume in here, so unfortunately, but there they are. They're very, very leveraged into the price of Bitcoin going down. So let's go ahead and switch over. And what I'm going to use is BTC USD. And you can see that just like we're on the same time frame, when that short sale came on board, yes, they started to drive the price down, drove it down. And we'll talk a little bit about my custom indicator here. It looks like we found support here at this level. I'll draw a line right in there. I'm not going to use the wicks, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit, but right in here. So there's seems to be, so we got 1, 2, and pretty close here, pretty close here, pretty close here. Pretty much an agreement at 39, 261.87. And so at this point, we're on the hourly time frame. We had a good significant amount of these red volume indicators show that there's a lot of selling and not much buying. So our RSI indicator went from oversold. Now it's heading down to where I would imagine we can zoom in a little bit to the 30-minute time frame, get more clarity. And you'll see as we go down in the time that we're probably going to be oversold. And I'll kind of explain that. So you go down a little bit. There was a bounce. This is commonly referred to as a dead cat bounce. And basically what that means is you've got an influx of sellers and the buyers and sellers come to some kind of conclusion on price. It wants to go back up, but what we're looking for is a higher low. And looks like we are into on the 15-minute time frame. We have 4 minutes left on this candle. It would be a good sign if this one stayed within the parameters of the previous candle. That's going to set our higher low, and then what we want to look for is it for to break the top of the higher low, and that would indicate a strong signal that the buyers are coming back in. And so we'll just sit here and watch. We have 4 minutes or 3.5 minutes left. And there we go. Again, this is BTC USD. I'm using the data feed from Coinbase because I kind of trust that data coming out of their brokerage more so than I would some of the other brokerages data. And so we'll just continue. Let's go ahead and poke around while we wait for that. As you see, I have a trade going. It's not in my favor at the moment, but it's going to be okay. Let's go up to, let's have a look at some of the other. And by the way, and we can talk about this later on as we get used to using this tool. You can sort these columns by either symbol, last price, and you can just hover over and it'll tell you, or the volume. So basically what I like to do is sort it by, there we go. That's sorted by how much the percentage that's went down. Now we're sorted by the percentage went up. So let's have a look at Doge. and we mentioned that. Look at it go. Elon Musk tweeted, and I can show you. We go on to TweetDeck, which is a tool I use quite often. Let's take that out. $DOGE. And you can see lots of activity concerning Doge. And so we can look in the trending area. There you go. Doge Army. #1 trending on Twitter. #1. Doge dollar, #8. Going down. So basically there's going to be trading bots or Twitter bots and all those things are hitting Doge really hard. And you'll see we're on the RSI, we're way oversold. And folks are thinking it's going to $1. So they're piling in. And let's go back to an hour. Yeah, let's do another 4 hours. And you can see, I think his tweet, copy Elon. Search. Yeah. When did he tweet that? And of course, you got tons of imposters pretending to be him. That was about 4 hours ago. Let's see if I can scroll down. Yeah, just so much activity. It's just blowing it up. So there you go. Let's switch back to the charts. And so you got to ask yourself, this is probably go to the all-time high. Yeah. So this is a weekly chart, the weekly time frame. And you can see this is at its all-time high. So you got to ask yourself, are you going to buy this ticker at its all-time high? With all the hype and, everybody's saying it's going to the moon, you got to get in, and these are folks that are highly invested. So what's your decision? For me, no. If you want to take a position, you'll want to zoom in on some of the shorter time frames and look for a pullback. So you don't want to be buying up in the top, because basically what you're doing is buying someone else's profit. So you've got to decide, am I going to be FOMO'd into buying at the top, or can I sit back and be patient? Because once the hype is gone, it's going to go back, so it always does. It may not go back all the way to 1 penny, but it's eventually going to drop back down enough to where you can get, if it's going to go insane, you can get in there. So that's Doge. So let me resort here. And one of the other things I like to look at in TradingView is the Bitcoin dominance. So what usually happens is when the hype comes in, you'll see people retreat from Bitcoin, into altcoins, and a lot of times they have to pair their altcoin purchases by using Bitcoin, which I think is a shame or a travesty. You should never relinquish your Bitcoin for anything. You know, get your dollars in there somehow, but hang on to BTC. And so usually when you see in this chart, when this thing starts to retreat, the altcoins will pump. And that's what we're seeing basically with DOGE. And let's flip this up. Let's look. We got DOGE, we have IOTA, which I'm a pretty good fan of IOTA. I've been in that position for 6 years, I think it is. Look and see. Can't confirm that, but it's for a long time. XLM is Stellar, which is another decent one. And then some of the others, VET was very popular back in the day. And in full disclosure, I'm slightly invested in that, but not much. These altcoins all are very small portions of my portfolio with crypto. And then let's have a look at Ethereum. And here we go. So, oh yeah. So, looks like, let's look at on the hourly. And this is pretty good actually. So what we're looking at the moment is like an hourly consolidation. So I'll draw some lines here across and there. So basically you could think that is an overshot, a little bit of an overshot. So basically what's happened is we've come up in price. Buyers and sellers are trying to come to some agreement on what this thing is worth. Some say I'll pay a little bit more, some pay a little bit less. And this is healthy consolidation. So usually what happens is this will consolidate. Let's see if I can find you an example here somewhere back. I'm not seeing one. It's too much time, but usually it's not going straight up and straight down. At some point in time, and what you want to see is consolidation. And then some folks, some technical, what would you call it? Technical analysis practitioners will use the wicks, or you can use the body of the candle. Zoom in, and I think you can get more of an accurate by getting the top. So what we're doing is we're seeing we had a almost there. This guy was there. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one. So this is commonly known as a double top. You could quite argue there's a triple top or a quadruple top. And then so we have a double bottom, which is typically used for support. Then you can look back in the history of trading, and then we have some more support here. And we have, pretty close here. So in this range right here, it's probably going to do this for a while. So if we bust through here on the hourly, we can anticipate a price drop. And this yellow line you see on my chart, which is the 100 moving average, 100-day moving average. And let's get up to, make it, so there you go. 100-day moving average. So how I set this up was the red, the blue, and the yellow are all moving averages. And you can see my indicators here. This is called the triple MA. And you can get this indicator right here. And you just do a search for triple MA. There you go, EMA. There's an estimated moving average and a triple moving average. So it's your choice. I've heard arguments both way. You see I've got this star, so it's triple MA is the one I use. And LV Turner was the individual that wrote the script for it. And so that's the one. So we have the 12, the 26, and 100. And you can set these parameters. You see here, we can average ones 12, 12 day, 26 day, 100. And I'm basing those averages off of a lot of research I've done with a lot of the folks that do TNA. There we go. Ethereum's kind of in a holding pattern at the moment. As you guys can remember, marker MRK, USD, which I use Coinbase as well. Doing the same, got it to 3,025, nice round number. And these blue and red arrows that you can see, that's where I was trading. And then that was late last night. And I was trying to get in. Actually shorted up here and knowing that it was probably going to finally down up there. But now, same thing is kind of doing this little consolidation for a while. And then same with TRX, which is extremely popular on Twitter. Let's go to the 4 hour, see more of it. But you see these wicks on these candles. That means that every time the price goes up, somebody's selling really fast. They're not holding on. And you can see there's just wicks everywhere. So basically, it is doing a good job holding these moving averages. So not my bag of tea, but to each his own. So okay. Binance Coin is another one that's done really well. And full disclosure, I'm holding this one, been holding for a long time. And it makes sense. Binance is one of the most popular exchanges. So you need to think about, if you're going to trade on Binance, you incentivize to buy Binance Coin, because that way when you trade, you get a discount on the fees if you hold the coin. And also there's some dollars being converted, whether it be US dollars or whatever the fiat currency coming in from the other countries into BNB. So with the volume influx, you would think that the value is going to go up. So it is. And okay, so BNB. Let's see how the shorts are doing. Zoom in a little bit, see if we're getting some kind of a So there's a lot of shorts piling in here. And then you can see with RSI, this thing is way oversold. So my expectation would be that the shorts are going to bail here in a minute. And then we're going to see an increase in BTC. And let's see if we can figure out when that's going to happen. So we're in a 10-minute time frame. We can adjust we're zoomed out a little bit earlier. We got a double bottom for the candle bodies. If this candle can close right here, where we got is 2027. We're in 10 minutes, so we have 3 minutes left with this candle, and it's on the upside. You can see we had heavy volume, increasing volume, dink, 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 as the price went down. Started to dry up a little bit. The buyer stepped in, nope. And then the shorts pounded it really hard here and then give up. So that left us with some, we got up here, stumbled a little bit, set a higher low. Did not make it on this attempt to get above that higher low. That meant that, okay, we're going to sell a little bit more. Maybe folks thought it was a dead cat bounce. Increased volume in selling. And then here we are. So this candle is going to be inside bar. And then we can actually, if we wanted to, let's see, yeah, that's a pretty solid. You see these wicks on these candles all match up all the way across in 10-minute time frame. So that tells us that we got some decent support with the last bail here. So what you would looking for if one was to trade this would say that what we want to see is we finish out. We got 1 minute left here. The volume's kind of low. Folks are kind of trying to figure things out. If we can pile in and start to make another higher low over here, then we're good to go. I'm going to take a break. And I'll be right back. And we're back. Anybody out there? Let me know in the chat Looking for you. Where are you, chat? Nope, nobody out there. Not a problem. Let's get back. Okay, here we go. We're back in the BTC USD chart, and then we are, excuse me 1 second, fix one. 10-minute time. We're gonna go switch into the 5-minute time frame because I'm thinking about jumping in here. We've got diminishing volume on the buy side, but our RSI is going up. And then our moving averages, as you can see, are all starting to converge. Okay, I'm going to go take a small position here. See my, there we go. All right. Limit order. It's filled. Yeah, there we go. Volume's increasing. I'm going to go in it again. Ooh. Let's put it back over. Hey there, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Who's the DOGE? Can you hear anything? Sorry, I wouldn't say nothing, but let me know if you're out there. Put something in the chat. Yeah, hopefully audio's working. Let's see. Turn it up some. Yeah, just going to make sure the audio's working here. Fingers crossed. Big warm welcome to Whitebird and the Van Lifers. Okay, let me know if you can hear this. Hang on, I'm going to switch over. Play it the lights. Hey there, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Okay. I'm hearing audio on my phone, so just double check there. Make sure you guys are good to go with your audio. Give you a few minutes to get up. So for those of you listening in, I think we have a few more joining us. Right now we're looking at DOGE. Basically what happened was Elon Musk tweeted a while ago and caused a shit storm of run up on Doge. I've got TweetDeck open, and this is one of the things that I use to kind of sort through and filter the news that it's released. And you can see it's just a mad mania. And I'll switch back over to the charts. And so we're looking at the 5-minute time frame. And then, unfortunately, I can't trade Doge on this platform. But I have it on another. So that's good. Yeah, Whitebird, if you'd let me know when you guys, if you get audio, I can work on that. This is my very first stream. So I'm learning. Thanks for everybody that's out there. And if you want to post something in the chat, say hello. If you want me to have a look at some tickers for you, just put it in the chat and we can switch over. But yeah, we're kind of gonna draw a line here because this is what is known as a 1, 2, 3, 4. If you count the wicks, quadruple, duple top. And usually that means we're going to retreat from here. Let me just check on my phone if I can hear stuff. Yep, I've got audio on mine, so that means it's coming through. Fortunately. Don't be too shy to say hi out there. Put it in the chat. Say hello. See if I can find some way to trade Doge on my platform. So if I go to, there we go, Doge, USD, Bittrex, Binance, maybe. So I can trade this thing here. Here we go. Nope. That's a shame. Yeah, here we go. Do Binance. Yeah, so it looks like we're gonna stall out here. So let's go down to BTC. As you can see now, we are kind of consolidating right here. And what I would expect is we're going to retreat down to here. And we'll see. I'm on the 5-minute time frame. I'm looking at Coinbase data. And so basically what you would do is you'd be sitting here trying to determine when you want to buy. And you got concurrent sell indicators all the way down. So let's look at it here. What I would expect to see is it's this line, it's going to bounce. Yeah. Okay, and we're going to get ready here. And I may take a position. Whoa, okay. This is gonna suck. So if you can hear me, we've just broke through this level of support. And then what we're gonna look at now is we're gonna look over here and see if we can find some more support there. And then that's our next anticipated support level. Ooh. Okay. So now we're getting through that support. And then I'm thinking, let me get up here and see. Yeah, right. That's pretty strong support level right there. So we shouldn't get past that. Down here. So what we're seeing is a good chunk of volume on the push down. And if you're new, you're probably trying to figure out what in the hell am I looking at here. So we have these candles, which are indicators of the price. The red ones usually indicate selling, the green ones indicate buying. Oh, goodness. Yeah, they're gonna try to take it down. Okay. And if you can hear me, I'll go over a few of the indicators that I have on this chart. And I'm using TradingView, by the way, which is free. I'll switch over and show you the, let me find, just 1 second. Yeah, put it in the thing. You can sign up for TradingView for free. I'll just put the link in the chat. And you can basically, I'm using the pro version, but the free version gets you pretty much all of this anyway. Okay, so we're starting to see the bounce attempt on a new candle. And then I'm going to switch to the 3-minute to make sure. There we go. Got increase in volume. And the bears are trying to push it down. And switch back to Doge. This is getting kind of boring. And where you at? Doge Rooney. Okay. Ooh, there we go. Yeah. So this is typical. So you got up through here, got up to 6 cents, and then you're going to bounce, and you can see my indicator here firing. Usually indicating pivot. So you'd want to take a position here, but not all you, don't blow all your wad at one time. Okay, I'm going to take a break and check a few things out. We'll be right back. Thank you. Hey, and we're back. Take a break there for a moment. Hopefully, if you're still around, I don't see any activity in the chat. But hopefully somebody's out there listening, appreciating, loving, touching, squeezing. So here we go. It looks like seeing an indicator, excuse me, that we may be ready for a bounce on BTC. Go. Yeah, I'm going to jump in here right as we get, if we can get above here. Yep, here we go. Do BTC, there we go. So what we're looking at, if we can clear above there. Way oversold. Down in this range. Above here, we're gonna get it. Here we go. We're in. Good strong volume on this support. This could be a little bit early, but I'm prepared to go in more. We kind of do a little. If you're out there, if you don't mind, like, subscribe, do all those things. It's a brand new channel, testing things out. We're going to learn together, and we're going to make a shit ton of money together. So here we go. Volume's coming in. So one of the things that some folks do is you get too dialed in and you go up here to the 1 minute time frame. And there's just really, you can't trade in that frequency there. So you got bounce there. I'll bring that down just a 10. Bought in here. It's probably going to go down. Yep, expect that. And then I'm going to probably buy, I'm going to put a buy order right here. So buy, and that is 38,715, 715, 8. Go. Just gonna go here and bounce. This is suspense killing you. Well, it is me. Oh shit, I hit 10. 2. 2, 1, 2. There we go. Ow. And then what I'll do, I will tell you that if it gets around 38,607, I'm going to bail out of this trade with a slight loss. That would be my stop. There we go. There's our first higher low. That's a good sign. What we want to happen is for that to reach this region here. There we go. Good, good, good. And off we go. So what you're going to see, if we can get just above here, you'll see the technical trader start to pile in. This particular candle here can indicate usually that, let me scratch that, but at least we had some volume in the buy on the buy side. So let's see what happens here. So if you just joined us, I'm in the trade with BTC. We're trying to snipe the bottom down here. And we're basing in this off of a ton of support. Zoom out to 3 minute. You can see we can the 5 minute time frame. Adjust. And if this guy is going to test support, here we go. So I'm just keeping an eye on DOGE. If it gets out of control, I'll let you guys know. Let me switch over here and see what's happening. Let's see, DOGE bringing homeless people. Okay, yeah. I'm about to make some money. You gotta get above here though. And once you start to see the volume just to dwindle, it's best to bail. Typically, the hype train was over. Still in it to win it. Do expect it to do that thing right there. But we gotta break this right this way. We may have been too early. Yeah, this is going to get extremely boring if we just continue to go sideways here. We got, this will be the second inside bar, which means that there's no price change over the last 10 minutes. We're almost to break even. We've lost $1.6669, so we're up $6. Now here we go. $84. We have, let's get this over. 2 minutes left in this candle. And what can happen sometimes when you're trading these tickers is these trading bots can kick in. They're looking for all these different indicators that I'm looking at. They do it in really more efficient and faster. So if we can't get above here, I'm going to bail. You know, we've got less than a half a minute to poke our head up. And then if we don't, then yeah. It's going to close red, looks like. 12 seconds. Yeah. So, okay, so what that told us, we have this green volume bar with a green candle, higher volume, indecision, indecision, diminishing, selling. And, you know, it just could be that folks are uncertain. So now we're about to break down. Right here would be my cutoff at 38,575. And that would be my penalty for trying to get in too early. Let's go. So Bitcoin down at the moment. It's down about 0.5%. It looks like we may try to fall off here. Get a 10-minute time frame. Yeah. So we may want to bail out of this trade because we're kind of free falling for this. Yep, we're out. Close position. Partial close. There we go. I have a strong feeling it's going to drop down to about there. Right there. That's the next level. And we've got some more room to drop. So, okay. Giving that indicator there. Let's see if I can draw an arrow. Where's mine? So, flip it around. Go. So I don't know if anybody's out there or not. If you are, you could indicate in the chat. I'm going to sign off here in a few if you're not. 3-minute time frame. You had a good run, old boy. Doged. Let's run through. Looks like sea of red. Shorts are celebrating. You can see it's way oversold here. Yes. All right, folks. If anybody's out there, please indicate in the chat. If not, let me have a look on the phone here real quick. Yeah, sounds working. Tell you what, one thing is not working. X out the chat. Yeah. One like. Okay. That's going to be it for me. Signing off. I'll see you guys in the morning. Like I showed you this trade here, that did not go well, fortunately. But, you know, what I'm going to probably do is buy some down here, just scale in. Actually, probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Right in here. So let's do that. Buy 2, there we go. Where's it? 3,800. Okay. See it on there. Replaced. Let me put it in this timeline. Double click. So that's where it's going to be. Anywho, if you're out there, thank you for visiting and appreciate it. And we'll be back in the morning at 10 a.m. Goodbye. Hey there. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Hey there. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell.